I wonder what it'd be like to be like a CEO and have lots of money and, you know, be driven around everywhere. What's this? And who are you?
Good morning, sir. You ready?
So, starting with the outside of the car, it's in a lovely black flat paint finish. It shines up quite nicely if we were to do that. You've got some 19-inch alloys which are a bit scuffed, but that's okay. That's normally what happens. You don't have to worry because, you know, your butler, who knows what they're like for driving. The car itself though is about 8.5 feet long, so it's very long, very big, but it has a really nice road presence about it, and you'll see that in the B-roll where you're driving alongside. It just looks really, really good. The grille's quite a nice aggressive thing. You've got the full LED headlights, so no matter what time of day it is, you'll be able to see where you're going. Much like the rear of the car, the front of the car is an extremely nice place to be, very comfortable. The R-Line comes fitted with some really nice features as standard. Obviously you've got your lovely DSG box, everyone knows how good they are. Your climate control's got 4 zones to it, so you've got the rear, both sides, the passenger side and the driver's side, so you can actually keep your butler quite comfortable and happy. Lovely large touchscreen. It's probably about what, 9 inches or so, give or take a few, with all your navigation and everything built in. You've got your CarPlay and Android Auto all built in as standard. You've got this gorgeous digital dash where you're able to basically change what you wish on it and control what you get to see. Flappy paddle gearbox and a very nice feeling Napa leather steering wheel with a flat bottom because it's the R-Line. It's a bit sportier, but again it is your diesel. Across the front, right the way along, you've got lights, so ambient lighting that fits throughout the whole car. And then you sit back into these lovely leather seats which are fully adjustable. Your steering wheel can go up, down, left and right, so if you've got a midget butler it's perfectly fine. If you've got a tall butler, even better. And you can adjust the seat a huge amount, and there's still so much space in the rear for all of the space, for all of your leg room, for when you're sitting there being fancy. Thing I really don't like about the car is it's got an automatic handbrake, so you can't do those mad handbrake turns, but you can't really do them anyway. And you got your lovely black lining. They do have options where you've got a full panoramic roof, which is quite cool. But actually overall it's a very nice place to be, and if you were seriously buying this car as a proper driving car for long drives up and down the country, would be really, really good. So in the back of the car there is a huge amount of space. You've got loads of space for activities. You can sit, you can sleep, you can relax, like you can lay back. You can also get a nice little cool little phone holder where you can sit up and watch whatever you want to watch during your meetings, or you know, you can sit there, watch your TV, everything is fine. These are all illuminated, which is quite fancy. I think that's what's standard on the R-Line. You get it all of the illumination in the front as well, which we'll show you. Comfort in the back, it's extremely comfortable. So if you were actually thinking about seriously buying one of these cars as a family car, your kids, you've got plenty of space, you've got all the ISOFIX seats, and if you need to get places, you can put your foot down and move. The car is powered by a 2-litre TDI engine, so it's 190 brake horsepower it produces and can shift when it needs to. It's relatively fuel efficient and actually quite a nice little car just to sit back and go for long journeys on, up and down the country, especially with everything going on at the moment. If you're doing staycations, you've got plenty of space in the boot, which you'll see later on, but also plenty of space everywhere else in the vehicle. One of the really nice things about being a CEO is you don't really have to drive your car. You just get driven around all day, like, and then you can carry on with your normal CEO tasks, be driven around by your lovely chauffeur. And in the back, as a CEO, you can get yourself some lovely high-class meals and set it up on this amazing little stand for all your food, and you can pull up to any of your lovely restaurants and order whatever you wish. Hi there, mate, can we get a sausage and egg McMuffin meal ×2, please? And there's plenty of space to have all of your lovely food. You've got your lovely espresso, hot coffee, latte, chai, mixed blend, because that's what you need as a CEO from Starbucks, and your really high quality meated burger from GBK, and your chips. Yes. And as a CEO, you're able to have your really important business meetings in the back. The answer is always Miata. And one of the great advantages of the boot being so big is that you can have a small kitchen back there and have a small little peasant making you tea anytime you need it. Now thank you, goodbye. And after a long day of being CEO of all your business meetings and your lovely food, you can even sleep in it. Well, that would have been nice, but I think I'd much rather have this. Burp yourself.